Okay, so I'm a little out of breath. Well, I'm close. I wanted to show you how the phone kept turning off during, putting up the first two beams, and yeah, it was just upsetting. It's a lot of hard work to get those up and then find out my camera had just turned off. The thing around here is this, it's hot. It gets hot. Plus I had it plugged into a battery, and I'm trying to charge it while I did it, which makes it extra hot. I have this little awesome thing. I love that. I use it all the time to charge my phone. Yeah, so what I did is I wet a rag. Well, first I put a shade overhead, and then I put a wet cloth over the phone except for the camera part, and that kept it cool. But the wet rag kept touching the back of my phone, and it would just instantly turn off the the camera. So the video. So I used one of these things. I put it over the phone, and it hung there, and then this part stuck out around the back of the phone, and that held the cloth away from the phone from the phone screen, and then it filmed fine the rest of the time. I'm like, geez, it's the magical trickery I gotta do to film this in the heat. So happy. 4x8s, all four, plumb, nice and tight in there, like banging it in, and just banging it in a little tougher, just because the angle, once the angle gets in, it becomes a little looser, so that it's more, because it's taller this way than this way. Strange, I know, but with the corners, it does weird things. So my Peers doing just great. I've got my, I'm gonna reach down here and show you. I got my things to stand off. My little standoffs are gonna work just fine. The surface area is on top, so the wood won't stick through it, and the little legs sticking down on the metal and the concrete, and just peachy keen, making it perfect. Yeah, drilling and putting in the bolts, pain in my ass, because they're up high, and I gotta like lean forward and push it in and make sure that it's level so that it goes in the other side. But the other side isn't always level, because these things are like a little bit of this way, a little bit that way. I tried to keep them loose so I could turn it a little bit and have a little bit of play. But I mean, geez, that one, that took me as long as it did the other three to combine, because it just was, whew. But I got them in. I somehow have counted wrong, or I misused them somewhere. I've got one extra nut and shy one washer. So where did they go? I don't know. But yeah, I've used them all over the place. I don't know. The main reason I got them, though, was to put these brackets up. So I don't know. But I had some other ones, because the other ones turned out to be the same count. Oh, geez. I didn't even put the nuts on there. So then I'm shy 3 washers and 1 nut. 1 nut. So if the extra nut can go on this one, then yeah. So I'm shy 1 nut, not extra 1 nut. And shy 2, 3 washers. I can go get him. But it's not today. I've got too many other things I need to do. Yeah, I brought in some corrugated steel to my battery because it's getting low because I wasn't charging because it was getting hot. I want to do this stuff just like 2 feet with trims all the way around the base, and that'll be cool. Give a small separation visually, yeah, and protect it from like kicking and stuff, and